If you've read Deep Nutrition by Kate Shanahan, you'll know that adding organ meats to your diet is going to be one of the essential things that you can do. So today we're going to be making chicken livers and a bacon and mushroom creamy sauce. I'm going to show you just how to do that. I've got about just under 2 pounds of chicken livers from free-range chickens that I've been soaking in the refrigerator in the juice of 3 lemons for a few hours. The reason you do that is just to extract any of the toxins or anything that's unwanted in the chicken livers out. It also gives them a much more creamy texture that will come out in the final product. Giving the chicken livers a good rinse, I'm going to set them aside. I'm going to slice up some bacon and we're going to fry that up in the pan and take that out, and then we're going to fry up the chicken livers in the bacon drippings. We just slice up our bacon into around 1-inch pieces. We're going to fry this up and we're going to set it aside. Got an enamel coated cast iron skillet that I'm using here. We're just going to spread the bacon out all over it. And we're just going to cook that over initially on a high heat and then just turn it down to a medium-low heat and let all the fat render out. Let the bacon start to get a little bit crispy. You don't want it too crispy, but just starting to go nice and brown, and we'll take it out and then we'll fry up the chicken livers. So we've got our bacon busy sauteing in the pan behind us. We're going to start preparing the rest of our ingredients to go in. We've got a couple of different kinds of mushrooms here. What are they?
Beach mushrooms, and I like to call these fat mushrooms, but they're Miyataki mushrooms.
And what else have we got?
We got some garlic, onions,
and some
spices.
Herbs and spices. This here is a teaspoon of dried sage. This is a teaspoon of coriander. And this is half a teaspoon of cumin. Smells good, right?
It's making me hungry.
So let's take, how many cloves? 2 cloves. Just going to chop up a couple of cloves of garlic. Next we're going to chop a couple of small onions. Gonna take the outside peel off.
Can I take it?
Can do that one.
Okay. I can do it myself. I'm doing it the cool way.
Just take the skin and one good layer.
Like that?
Yeah, perfect.
I like this layer.
Okay, what's next?
We are chopping up the mushrooms.
What do we need to do with these?
Chop them up.
Take the bottom part off.
Yeah.
We're just going to take the bottom base off.
And
it's a little bit chewy usually, and as soon as you chop it off,
it always takes all the mushrooms off.
yeah, and
like
separates
this
all the
big
mushrooms.
guy. He's cute, huh?
Yeah, these are cool mushrooms. And
He's
with
like
these,
a little beach umbrella. Whee!
these ones, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to take the bottom off, and it's just going to separate them all.
There's another big guy.
Yeah, separate them all.
I'll put them in piles. Big guys and big guys. Small guys and small guys.
They don't need to be in piles, but you can just separate them up, okay? Cool, thanks. Our bacon's done. We're going to take it out and we're going to put it aside so that we can fry up the chicken livers in the pan. Got lots of nice bacon drippings, so they're going to give a really good rich flavor to our chicken livers. Bacon's starting to go crispy, but it is not completely crispy yet. It's perfect to where you want to get it. Yes, Kaylin?
I want a piece of bacon.
You want a piece of bacon?
Yeah, because bacon makes everything better.
Okay, it's hard. You can have a piece, but not going crazy because we need it for the dinner.
I'll wait.
So we've got a pan with the bacon drippings on a medium heat. We're going to start layering in the chicken livers now. You don't want it on too high of a heat, otherwise it's going to splatter. But you still want to get them to get a nice sear on the outside. In about 4 or 5 minutes, we're turning our chicken livers now. They're nice and brown on the one side. We're just going to brown them on the other side. We're going to do them in a couple of batches, because if you throw them all in at once, all of the liquid just accumulates and they boil rather than sautéing. So we just do them in 2-3 batches, and we just take each batch out and we're going to put them in the same bowl as the bacon. And once we've finished sautéing up all the chicken livers, we're going to fry up all the other ingredients. Second batch of chicken livers is done. We're going to take them out. We're just going to put them all in the same bowl as the bacon. And then we're going to throw in our onions, garlic and mushrooms into the same pan and sauté those up. Onions first. Then the garlic. And then the mushrooms. We're going to add in our sage, our coriander, and our cumin. A little bit of everyday seasoning. And we're going to give it a quick stir. You can see there's a lot stuck on the bottom of the pan. But don't worry about that. All that good flavor is going to come up in a minute or two when we're going to deglaze the pan with a little bit of brandy. You can use sherry or vermouth. We've got some brandy that the only reason I keep it around is actually for this. But it's going to lift up all of the stuff that's stuck to the bottom of the pan and turn it into a pan sauce. That's going to go really well with these mushrooms, onions and garlic. After about 5 minutes, the onions and mushrooms have turned nice and soft and brown. We're just going to deglaze the pan with a splash of brandy. Instead of brandy, you could use chicken broth or even water, and it should help to lift everything that was on the bottom of the pan up and to flavor the sauce. Now that we've done that, we're going to add back in the liver and the bacon, and we're going to give it a good stir. The alcohol burns off almost immediately because alcohol's got a much lower boiling point than water, so it's gone out of the mixture long before you're going to eat it, so you don't have to worry about it if you're giving this to kids or if you don't drink alcohol. It just adds that extra flavor to it. Lastly, we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream just to give it a nice creamy texture. If you don't eat dairy, you can add a bit of water and mix some almond butter into that. That'll thicken it up. This is organic heavy whipping cream that we know that we're good with, so we're just going to use that to give us a nice creamy texture. Just going to add a pinch of salt. Don't need to add too much because the bacon's already salty. Just 1 pinch there. Give it a good stir and we are good to go. I'm going to plate this up and I'll show you how it looks in a minute. Bon appetit!
Bon appetit!
It really is good.
So delicious.
The wine.
Well, this has been Gavin Stone and the rest of the Stone family from Authentic Human. You can catch us on authentic-human.com, or you can catch me on Twitter at Gavin Stone, and I'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye.
So how was school today?